How much TV have you been watching recently? Has it become that kind of escapism for you that you're watching stuff on Netflix or on Sky or wherever, watching those different programs which kind of just take your mind somewhere else for a little while when you're stuck in the house? We've been watching all kinds of things. We've been loving the Great British Menu. We always like Bake Off and can't wait to have Matt Lucas on that. But we love those kind of things, those bits of time where you can just sit down for a little while and just take your mind somewhere else. We've been enjoying The Mandalorian on Disney+. Great spin-off from Star Wars, following the story of a Mandalorian, a bounty hunter, a little bit like Boba Fett and Jango Fett before him, for those Star Wars geeks amongst you. But great series. It's a little bit like the Westerns in some ways, where, you know, when you would watch a Western and you'd have like all the cowboys walking around the village, going into the saloon, and one would say to another, your days are numbered, and all that kind of thing would happen where the tension would build and there'd be a big fight in the bar and all that kind of stuff. I'm not a massive fan of Westerns, I've got to be honest. My father was, my granddad. He loved them. I've got loads of memories that he'd arrive at his house and he'd be sat there with the black and white, invariably, Western on the TV, just sitting there and enjoying it. Don't really like the Westerns, but I do like The Mandalorian. But that phrase, your days are numbered, has been coming to mind a little bit. When you hear it in that film context, it's a really threatening thing, isn't it? It's a kind of statement of, I'm coming to get you and just you wait. So why is it that the Bible uses that same kind of phrase? Why is it that the Bible says, before any of your days came to be, I knew what they were? The Bible implies right away that our days are numbered, that God knows what our days look like. But rather than that sounding like some really threatening statement like in a Western, what if it looks a bit more like this? We love going on a holiday to Orlando. We don't go that often. We go every 4 or 5 years maybe, but we love going. When we go, someone told us before we went for the very first time that it's really important to have a plan. Know what you're going to do every day. And so we have this really exciting day, maybe about 4 weeks, 5 weeks before we go. Whereas a group of us who are going together sit down and we put out a plan for the full 2 weeks and we decide where we're going each day, what we're going to do each day. When are we going to go to the parks? When are we going to stay in the villa? When are we going to go to a beach? What are we going to do over these 2 weeks that we're over there in Orlando? Our days are numbered. We've got a plan for what we're going to do each day. Have you noticed how in the middle of this lockdown period that we're in, it's becoming more and more important to have a plan for your day, to know what you're going to do each day. And what a great feeling it is at the end of a day when, even if you've not been able to go out or go somewhere that you maybe hoped to have done on any normal day, you can look back at your day and say, I've achieved the things that I wanted to do today. Your days are numbered. But even bigger than that, isn't it good to know that whatever situations we face, good or bad, God knows about them. God knows you. He's got a plan for you. One of my favourite verses in the Bible is Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 11, which says, I know the plans I've got for you, declares the Lord. The plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. And so as we go into the rest of our Tuesday, I want to encourage you that there are good things for you today if you'll just reach out and take hold of them. If you will make a plan to get something done today, and then at the end of the day, look back and say, I've achieved that today. How good a feeling is that? But bigger than all of that, I want you to know that you are on God's mind today. That when he looked across the whole of history, he knew what you were going to be doing today. How incredible is that? How good is it to know that you are fully known and you are fully loved? So yeah, your days are numbered, but not in a threatening way. Your days are numbered by a God who loves you, who is for you, and who has got something for you to achieve every single day that you're on this planet. I saw a great quote the other day which said, if I'm alive, then God's not finished with me yet. Have a great day and see you soon.